Well, fancy meeting you guys here today. Well, nice to see you anyway. So let's talk about history. Oh, hang about. The young people really don't know too much about history, because a lot of it's been erased. It's still in the books, of course, but young people don't really read books anymore, do they? I remember the trip down to the library. Which reminds me, I must take that book back. It was due back about 40 years ago. But history has a tendency to repeat itself, doesn't it? In society and in hard times, femmes usually always turn to being women of the night, if you know what I mean. That's what happened in the war. And of course, now that men have taken their wallets away from a lot of femmes have turned to it again, on the shape of OnlyFans. Of course, it wasn't too long ago that I remember, even in the UK especially, when I was a younger man, femmes used to go out and just find any old man and get pregnant, and then they were set. Anybody remember the film Officer and a Gentleman? You see, the difference is a man is looking for a partner in life, and femmes are just looking for a utility or a credit card. Oh yeah, there's very few that are looking for a partner, but not many. And the statistics of femmes instigating the divorce is 80%, although I believe it's much higher than that. Because femmes have nothing to lose in a divorce, but they have everything to gain. They usually have another man already teed up before they go for the divorce, of course. And they know they're going to get money and materialistic things from the man she's been with. And then she will get the same again the man she's going to go with, or already is with. So it's basically a win-win situation for her. It's kind of strange because femmes say, they're looking for love. But they're their own worst enemy because they destroy any relationship and any love that could ever be. A man can't love something he cannot trust. And most of the modern women of today are just complete floozies, aren't they? And of course, years ago, the myth was that femmes don't need sex. Men need sex because men are sexual animals. Well, they're just animals, right? But we see now, and I've known for ages, femmes need sex too. In fact, they need it greater, even if it's just for validation. The sales of sex toys and vibrators for femmes has gone through the roof. So once again, another lie, another deception. There's a kind of feminist working in the building site I'm on. But it's a bit unusual because this actually looks like a femme. Usually they don't, do they? Reasonably attractive one. And her job, of course, is cleaning statues, you know. But she don't need no man. You can tell that by the way she talks and acts. But one day there was a dead bird laying on her statue. Funny, then she needed a man to remove it. And when she asked the man, she acted all coy and sort of feminine, until he removed it. Then she went back to the feminist. And I bet you guys out there have seen exactly the same sort of thing. They're users and manipulators. They don't have any real feelings for anything or anybody except themselves. They deserve to live alone with their cats. The trouble is, man is a very nice person generally. He must be. Because he's been kicked so many times and still hasn't fought back too much. And what the man should have said to this femme is, do it yourself. It's not my problem. The trouble is with men is that chivalry hasn't completely died yet. But it needs to. Today. It's a good job this femme didn't ask me to remove that dead bird. I would have told her the truth. Well, what you do is you get a pair of gloves and a bag and you get hold of the bird and you put it in the bag. But of course then the feminists would say I was mansplaining. But either way, I wouldn't remove the bird for her. Would you guys? Let me know. You see, the fact is that femmes want to be this something, but don't want the hassle or the effort to actually be that something for real. Well, yeah, sorry man, I never thought of it that way. Well, I just say it like it is, straight from the hip.